my screen with you guys so you can see my video instead of, or my PowerPoint instead of me. So we're just going to talk about remote learning, if that happens, homework, Bible verses, and just benchmarks and a couple other random things. So remote learning, I set up Seesaw just as kind of a supplemental thing. I plan on using it for our small groups eventually in class. And eventually when we start small groups, and when I haven't really had them on the laptops or the iPads much yet, but when we start that, I plan on having assignments on there. We planned on having Seesaw for grades K to 2, and then the consensus was that Google Classroom would probably be easier just because that's what parents are familiar with, and what the older grades do, so it won't be as much changing and stuff. So we're going to use Google Classroom. I sent out a paper home with your kids today. That was a way to sign in for Google Classroom if you haven't done that before, done it yet. It'll just kind of walk you through how to do it. And you should have their username and password with that too. That should be in their folder from today. So if you have a chance, Daphne, will Seesaw be used at all? Yes, it will. I'm gonna kind of see how you guys are doing with it. I don't want to, I guess, put a bunch of things on different modes, like make you use Google Classroom and Seesaw and paper and all these other things. So I'm kind of gonna see how it works, I guess, and see what you guys think. But as of right now, it'll probably just be a classroom thing. So if we have small groups going on, I'll have activities on there, and you can see those that they do. But right now, I'm not totally sure exactly what we'll do. So if you can sign up your kid as soon as possible, that'd be great. I plan on having making kind of like a practice assignment for them to do once everybody gets signed in, so that they can get used to it, they can kind of find out how it works, and you guys can get some practice on it too. So that's Google Classroom. Do you guys have any questions about that? I know most of you guys did it last year once they stopped school, so most of you guys are probably familiar with it. If you have any questions, let me know. For homework, I've gotten a few concerned parents about homework, and I totally understand it. So with homework, I had it planned, and I had kind of borrowed some things from a previous teacher, and I don't know how to say this. I wasn't expecting them to come in as low as they are right now. So homework is going to be a little bit difficult for them for at least a few weeks. And I told them that that's totally okay. I'm not giving out grades for homework. they're not going to get like points taken away from them or anything like that. They will get extra dojo points for turning it in every week, but I just told them that please don't get upset if you're trying to do your homework and it's really, really hard. I just want them to practice it. And some days it might be easier than others. It just kind of depends. So once I get time, I might go back through and change our homework so that it's a little bit easier for them. They can do it more independently, but I was anxious to start it so that they get home, practice at home. And I also had some other parents that were anxious to start. So I just kind of sent it out and for extra practice. So that's homework. It'll need to be turned in every Friday morning, and the kids should know that. Their Bible verses, most of you will be familiar with this. They have a weekly Bible verse, and I sent that home this week as well, that they just have to memorize and tell me by Friday. And I put a little Bible verse chart in their take-home folder that they'll get stickers when they memorize it for the week. So that'll be every week, and then eventually we'll start spelling words as well. I'm not sure when we'll be able to start that, maybe in a couple weeks. We'll start spelling words, and they'll have all week to practice it, and then Friday we'll have a spelling test. Reading benchmarks, I'm working on testing them right now. I think I've got about half of them done, and figuring out what level they're reading at so that we both know what level they're reading at, and they can have access to those books that are actually helping them. And I will send home a paper whenever I get all of them done about what level your child is at. And then just some extra stuff. Their take-home folders go home every night. Please check them. Most of the time it'll just be classwork and stuff like that, but sometimes they might have important things from the office. It is getting a little bit colder out, so make sure your kid has jackets to wear for recess outside and things like that. Masks, obviously, they need to have, but I will have extras if they forget it or there's breaks or something like that. And I also have like little lanyards that they can put it on. So if you want one for your child, just let me know and I can get that to them, send it home with them, or have them use it. And then water bottles, like I sent in the newsletter, we don't have the water fountains anymore. We just have the water filler ones. So they need to bring water bottles every day so that they can have water here in class. And also for gym, they have to have water bottles to be able to bring them. And then I just wanted to touch on kind of things that we're doing for safety. I have, we wiped on our desks with Clorox wipes at least 2 times a day. Wear our face masks whenever we're working in groups or in the hallway or anything like that. Anything that they have to share, like I have little fast finisher games or things like that, they get wiped down after every time they use it. They take Germ-X every time they come in or out of the room or in or out of the school. So that's just a few things that we've been real quick. Our folders checked in the morning for papers brought back to school. So this is something that I'm kind of trying to teach the kids to be a little bit more independent about, and that they need to check their folder to see if they have anything to turn in, because it's just too busy here in the morning to check all of their papers. And right now I don't have a mailbox system. My dad's making one for me. So eventually I might be able to have a place for them to put their folder, and we can double check it to see if there's anything that they need to turn in. Yes, I remind them all the time. I will remind them every day for gym to make sure they go get their water bottle. And as far as reminding them to bring their water bottle in, I kind of just try to remind them the same with their folder. So in the morning when they get here, they drop their backpacks off at their locker, and they're supposed to grab their folder and their water bottle. And I kind of try to remind them as they come inside. But all of them have been really good about bringing it in. Like if they get thirsty, they just ask to go get it, and I let them. So. You guys have any other questions? Okay, that's really all I have for you. This will be, this was recorded, and Mr. Walls is gonna send out all the recordings so that you'll have them. And if you want like a copy of the slides, or if you have any questions, just feel free to email me, message me, send me a message on Seesaw or anything like that. So thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.